Okay, so in today's video, I wanted to talk about um, your ego versus your intuition. So this is going to be a video based on the ability to discern, and not even really discern, but just to help you with your decision making. Because in life, we have about at least a couple thousand decisions, whether macro or micro decisions we make a day. And the question we tend to ask ourselves, or definitely I tend to ask myself, especially as I progress on my journey, is this a intuitive thought, or is this a more egoic thought? And if so, which one should I focus on? Which one should I trust? And which one should I take into account? Like, for instance, I'm sitting on this park bench here. I don't know if you can see it. This park bench at the park. And usually as I shoot my other videos, I usually walk by this bench and I ask myself, should I shoot a video here? Or should I go shoot in my usual forest location? And if I decide to shoot here, is it because my ego is telling me to, or my intuition is telling me to? Now, I know that sounds very insignificant, and why are you like playing your tricks on your mind like that and questioning things in that manner? But that's the reality of what we do every day. Okay. Now, this video can sound a little convoluted and I guess mind-bending, if you will. I'm kind of making the point a little bit more complicated than it needs to be right now. But my point of this video is that, but whether it's an intuitive thought or an ego thought, yes, that's important. Yes, that has significance. Yes, that's valid. But ultimately, we're at a point in our journeys and our evolution, and there's a time right now where our ego is not anymore the enemy. The ego is actually on our side now, literally. Whether it's your intuition, it's this very highly aligned thought that's meant to kind of take you in the direction where you're really meant to go, or whether it's your ego trying to take you in a direction where it thinks it should go to achieve significance, power, status. It doesn't really matter. Like, honestly, it's taking you in the same place. You're going to learn lessons either way. Your ego's at a point now where it wants to help you. It's kind of in line with kind of what you're doing and where you want to go. So you may as well just kind of trust that energy and allow it to kind of take you where you're meant to be, okay? So that's kind of the point I want to leave you with today. It's going to be a shorter video. And yeah, I also want to touch on a point by a guy named Bedros Keuilian. So he's a big fitness business owner. He has this huge domain and empire of, I guess, boot camp type fitness classes. And I got this kind of idea from him in a sense of making decisions. Now, for me, as me going through my journey as an empath, as somebody who tries to get in touch with themselves very intimately, I have trouble making decisions a lot of the time. I have trouble between very small decisions that may seem insignificant to some people, and especially bigger decisions at times where I know that a lot can come from at a certain thing that I'm going to be doing. So anyway, what Bedros says is that, every time we make a decision, we come to a fork in the road, okay? A fork in the road. Now, we can either go one way or we can either go another way. But the main thing is we choose. It doesn't matter which one's right or wrong. The worst thing we can do is get stuck at the fork in the road, right? Imagine we're progressing through a journey, and instead of actually just making a decision this way or that way, we decide to stay stuck right in the middle, right in that fork in the road, right here. Where are we going then? Literally nowhere. So give yourself permission to screw up. Give yourself permission to make poor decisions. Like, it's okay. Like, give yourself that free will, that ability. Know that you're going to learn something no matter which direction you go, okay? Whether it's your intuition that you're following or whether it's your ego. Know that in some way that they're serving you, and in some way you're contracted to follow one or the other in that moment. Don't get stuck in that fork in the road. Yes, take time to ponder something that is necessary to think about. Don't be blind about it. Don't be like super, I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is. Don't be super intent on just following a path just for the sake of it. If there's consequences involved, definitely think it over. But don't get stuck there. Don't get stuck in this, mind-developed fork in the road of something that, you can easily have the power to make a decision on, okay? So whether it's your intuition, whether it's your ego, it's serving you. In some instances, yes, let's listen a little bit more to our intuition, for it knows it's our highest good. Let's also discern that our ego is trying to help us too, and that sometimes when we follow it, when we do follow it, if we know we're following it or not, it wants to see the best for us as well. Okay, so be confident making decisions, be confident knowing that, you know, you're really aligned and guided along the way, and know that no matter what happens, you're going to find truth and peace and harmony eventually in your heart and your mind. So God bless. You know, after you watch this video, if you watch this video, you know, do something that you know is going to carry you forward. Don't think about it too much. Just take action, just do, and respond and react from that space along the way. So God bless, take care, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.